This is Toyota Sienna 2000, and one day I encountered this problem. I cannot unlock the door with a remote control, but I still can unlock the door with key and get inside. But when you get inside, usually the lights come up, but no matter what you do, they just don't work. I still can start the engine and see that the rest of the device is actually working, the equipment still functioning, the blower is blowing, air conditioner is working, but lights not. Also the door control, lock control is not working, neither on the driver side nor on passenger side. It would be a really fast solution if you just replace the faulty fuse. In this case it would be fuse 34, which is responsible for the door locks. But it doesn't work this way. You have to replace the integration relay. There is two relays for the different models of different years. The relay which is numbers ends at 010 and the relays which is number ends at 020. 010 doesn't fit for Toyota Sienna 2000. Anyway, if you find the part, you better to check compatibility if this part will be compatible with your car before you buy it. So 020 is compatible for Toyota Sienna 2000. To replace this integration relay, you need to remove the plastic cover first. Behind the plastic cover there will be a firewall, behind the firewall there will be fuse box, behind the fuse box you'll find this integration relay. To remove this plastic cover you need to unscrew one screw bolt on the right side and another screw on the left side and opposite side, but before you remove it you need to remove this plastic cover. After you remove this plastic cover, you can see the second screw. When you unscrew both the screws, you just pull out this plastic cover and remove it. There will be one switch connector which disconnects easily and another switch which is connected to car hood with this cable, which can be actually easily removed just by pulling this cable aside of this switch. So as you can see, there is the fuse box and it's covered by firewall. You need to remove it also. There is two screw bolts which are holding this firewall. Using 10mm socket key you can remove this firewall, which come out actually easily, and you need to disconnect the daylight relay. So you need to pull out this fuse box. It is held by a couple nuts and one screw bolt. There is one nut here, another one here, which is obstructed with this connector, which can be pulled out very easy, just like that. This 10mm socket key without extension is a better fit to unscrew these two nuts. After I unscrew these two nuts, I found out that there is more obstructions. You need to pull out this connector, which essentially connects interior lights to this fuse box. There is another screw bolt on the very left side of this fuse box. I tried to unscrew it. It would be easier if you have joint socket key, but I don't have, so I tried to do my best. In the end I actually come up with solution. I just cut out a little bit of this plastic. Anyway, it will be covered by plastic cover, and you won't see it. This cut out, but it was a solution in my case. So it turns out that you cannot just pull out this whole thing by rocking panel back and forth. You need to look for the other obstructions. It was actually a good idea to remove this white plastic cover, because in the end it was an obstruction to get to this integration relay. This harness is connected with tie and held by clip to this fuse box, and doesn't let you to pull this fuse box out, so you need to remove this clip also. Just continue to pull out this fuse box by rocking it up and down, back and forth. Eventually I just pull out this fuse box, and here it is. This yellow box is integration relay, which is connected with a couple connectors, one of them white on the top. You need to remove, and another one is on the very left, orange one. The white connector on the top come out pretty easy actually by pressing on the top, which is located on the middle of this white connector, and the orange one actually come out easy also when I used both hands. Now you need to remove the integration relay by releasing these locks on the both sides of this relay and just prying it up from one side, then from another side. After releasing the locks on the both sides, you just need to pry out this integration relay. When you will pry out on this side, just keep pulling up this side, because on the opposite side there will be hook which will hold this integration relay. You need to start pulling this relay where I'm prying it out right now, because if you will try to pull it out on both sides, it's not gonna work, because it's held by hook on another side. So keep pulling it on one side, slightly rocking it left and right. This little tab on the top was connected to the hook, which didn't let me to pull out this relay, so you have to pull out it on one side and unhook from another side. This is relay I pull out from my car, and the number markings ends at 020. And this is relay I got from eBay for about 60 bucks. It's the same part. This is the same part by number and by shape. You need to hook this on the hook first. And this is what I was talking about. This is guiding pin or hook where this little tab goes. You just need to hook it up first and just push it down on this side, so it will be connected to the fuse box, and secure the locks on the both sides first, and then reconnect the connectors. You connect the white connector on the top and orange connector on the side. And after that, immediately when I connect it, I tried the door lock, and as you can see, it works. Don't forget to connect the connector which connects the interior lights to the fuse box. After I connected this connector which I previously disconnected, the lights were on right away. And the door lock is working. So now I can come out outside and use my remote control. Now I locked. And now it's unlocked. Here we go. Check it one more time. It is always a good idea to recheck that everything is working. So as you can see, the radio is working and secret lighter is working. The air conditioning fan and the air conditioner are working also, and the rest of equipment works also. The air water windows on the back are also working. Finally, door lock controls working. Dome light is working, that's great. Oh boy, now I have to fix this light. Prying out glass close to the edges because it's held by these small tabs. That's why I'm prying here, then polish it up and put it back. There you go, fixed. In my case it worked for me. In case if you wonder what was inside of this relay integration box, as you can see there is two PCB boards and there is a lot of micro components. There is an integrated circuit, there is several aluminum capacitors and MOP transistors which are probably responsible for power. I didn't bother to fix it, so I replaced the whole thing. But if you have blueprints and skills, you might try and fix it.